There are natural risk takers that are willing to experiment and look uncertainty in the face as another challenge to allow new ideas to come forward. We're going to learn how you can identify your game changers and the different types, as there's not just one. So let's jump into it, starting now. So for the latest trends and insights how you can change the game with your organizational change and talent and education approaches that will make a true impact, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell and get notified when I post a new video every week. Now let's jump into what is a game changer. A game changer is one of the 5 ways that the GC Index can measure how individuals and teams are going to contribute. So a game changer is someone that is coming from the imaginative space. This is somebody that is coming up with unique ideas. They also challenge the status quo. They know that there are so many other possibilities that they're out there that they see infamous ways to do something. And so they're natural change agents. And also they can be a little bit obsessive once that idea comes to mind. So now we're going to jump into the top 3 reasons why you need your game changers. So let's start with the first one. Agile transformations, or really any transformation. A game changer is, again, a natural change agent. And so somebody that has a strong inclination as a game changer is going to be that person that really is going to be about challenging that status quo and looking at there are better ways to be doing something. And so if you're going through a transformation, you definitely want to find your game changers within your organization. And if you don't have one, you need to bring someone in to maybe help with some of that thinking of the different possibilities that you might see where you're going as an organization, because there's always a reason why you're wanting to go through a particular transformation. So you don't want to necessarily only be in the now state. You want to be where you want to go for the future. And so this type of individual or group of people are going to be key when it comes to transformations. So let's look at the second reason why you need to find your game changers. And this would be going to the marketplace with a new product, or if you're trying to differentiate what you're doing today in your organization. A game changer, again, is someone that is going to have that natural disruptive thinking and innovation thought process of original ideas. And so if you're in product management and you're looking for someone to be leading a new project to where you're building a new product or really thinking about how you want to differentiate out there in the market, game changers are ideal. Now let's look at the third reason that you want to make sure that you're finding your game changers. Unforeseen challenges. Look at today what we're dealing with. COVID. A lot of organizations have been struggling to figure out what they're going to do in this particular climate. If you're an organization that is working as to norm, and norm isn't necessarily going to help you sustain or going to help you prepare for in case something like this happens again, a game changer is going to look at all the different possibilities based on that particular situation. So think about some of you, if I'm talking to you as an organization, what have you done to adapt in a very creative way to the circumstances that we are having today? We have a completely remote virtual organization right now. Have we creatively thinking of all those different ways of how to meet that challenge? Our strategic vision, our strategies, have we done anything to shift how we're working today to be adaptive in a creative way in order for us to sustain the current events? This is where it's extremely important when it comes to unforeseen challenges, why you want to make sure that you can find your game changers in your organization, or if you're looking for new talent, that you find some game changers to help foster some of that creative, disruptive thinking when these events happen. So do any of these, the game changer descriptions that I have resonate with you or someone you know? I would love to hear about it. And if you would comment below in this video, I would love to hear your stories of who you might think is a game changer out there today. Now we're gonna actually jump in that it's not just a game changer, there's actually different types of game changers. And so let's explore that. 4 different types of game changers. And so we'll start at the top of the game changer strategist. Of course, I love that one. Hey, that's me. Creative visionary, who can see all the possibilities and make sense of ideas. I have here that you can see the future, you can articulate the journey, but you also need to be able to develop the teams around who know to turn ideas into reality. So this is somebody like myself that needs to learn how to take people with them, right? With the ideas and those possibilities that they're seeing. Game changer playmaker, right? This is that person that is very people focused, and so they can be very charismatic type of leader. They're really good at transforming everyone. And so they'll get really excited about new ideas and possibilities, and they're able to draw upon everyone's experience to make sure that that focus and investment are the right ones. Now let's look at that third one, which is a game changer implementer. And so these are people that are really creative problem solvers that are really good at driving to action. And so they can see the better way of doing things, of processes and procedures. So imagine that if you are really good at implementing how process and procedures, and if you are really good at problem solving and mapping out, you could see how a game changer implementer would be really good to align that. Now, they may or may not always like to listen, depending on how they honed in on those behaviors and skill sets. So they need to learn how to manage their stakeholders within the process of change. Now, the final one is the game changer polisher. This is an inventive leader where, of course, the original ideas are always there, but they have a high standard of focus because of that polisher inclination. And so they have that obsessive by nature because of the 2 natural inclinations being on that obsessive side of ideation and that obsessive side of action. They sit really on that spectrum of heads down, I want to focus, and I might lose myself type of thing, right? I would say that these people are highly dependent on putting a lot of time boxing or working closely with an implementer. They get things done to a high standard, which is wonderful, right? We need people in this world that are really focusing on quality. They might get impatient a little bit with those that don't get it. So if you know anyone that you're working with today, or if you know anyone just on a personal level that gets really frustrated that things are not going the way that they see it. So those are the 4 different types of game changers. So depending on the outcomes that you're trying to achieve, you may want a particular game changer to help with that. Now, as we wrap that up, you know how you can measure a game changer, you know what a game changer is, and you know the different types of game changers, and I gave you some reasons why you probably need to look for one. And so if you're interested on how you can find your game changers in your organization, go to the description and click the Contact Me, and we can find out how you can get a free GC consultation and talk about how you can change the game in your organization by finding those unique individuals. So if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and be sure to share with your friends.